Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. Guys, I just had to come on, just quickly do a live because I'm fed up with this, right? And I'm sure people can relate to this. I'm not making this a football thing, but anyway, let me show you this before we get started. You'll see this in a second. Absolute obvious red card for Arsenal. I don't know if you can see it. Has to be red card. Second yellow card. The thing is, I try even when I'm talking about Liverpool, I try not to be biased, right? Everybody knows, and look, every Man City and every Arsenal fan, every Liverpool, whatever football team you support, nobody, if they're being honest, watching that, everybody knows he's absolutely got away with that. Second yellow, it's just a standard second yellow card from Kosovic. He's always doing challenges like that. Kosovic, Man City's defender. I'm sure that's not the first time he's got away with like that's it's just a definite red. It has to be red. It's two yellows. Liverpool, we got two flipping red cards last week. Probably neither of them should have been because Jota's first one wasn't a yellow card. He didn't even catch the player. He's got two yellow cards. Got sent off, and the first one, he's touched the ball, gone over into the player. It was harsh. It was very harsh to be a red card. Obviously, when VAR slows it down. But here's the thing: I think they should get rid of VAR. It's not working. It's really not working. And it just I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but they just seem like an agenda against Liverpool. Uh, it does seem like that now. I mean, Man City obviously because they're the big dons, referees just bottle it to give them a red card. Like it happens all the time. It happened last season, it happened this season. It's just a history of football. It's always like that. When that one team's winning, they see and they've got this reputation of being like unbeatable. Like the refs seem to start to kind of like I don't know. They're like afraid to give that team a red card. Like because that's currently Man City the Dons, they're number one. That just seems how it is, you know. But yeah, as a Liverpool fan, obviously, like if you don't want to know about the scores, then go off my life, man. But Liverpool's too old today, man. And I'm watching it. We went 1-0 down. We drew 1-1 first half, and right at the end of the first half, it really should have been a red card because our guy was about to score, and he's been dragged back by his shirt denying a goal scoring opportunity. By the letter of the law, that's a red card. And VAR looked at that. Why is VAR? This is the thing. It's not even a VAR. Right? It's just the way it's been operated. Someone should be in the earpiece saying to the guys, "Send him off. It's a red card." Like there's a rule book. There's a rule book. Like and everyone knows that's a red card. So send the guy off. It's a red card. It's just what the rules are. If you deny a goal scoring opportunity, it's a red card. I mean, to be honest, the way we play today, I don't really think Liverpool deserve to win. But regardless, it's not the point, is it? It's like I'm pretty sure Liverpool being 2-1 up against 10 men Brighton, it would have been a lot easier to finish that game off. I mean, come on, we nearly we held it at 1-1 against Tottenham last week until the last kick of the game with 9 men from about 60 minutes. So we can't say that we're not playing. Like it's just these decisions are not going for us at all, man. I mean, we're not being helped by the refs, by the officials. That's now like Liverpool effectively, we've lost 6 points. Of like, obviously, it should have, would have, could have. I don't really know what would have happened if Diaz it wasn't just about the red cards with Liverpool. It was the offside. Sorry, we had a goal disallowed. The flagman gave it offside. It wasn't offside, and VAR didn't pick it up. It's just a madness. But what do people understand? Anyone who's into football, they must know what I'm talking about. Why is it that football, out of all the sports, it's the most paid? Like it's the one where the players get paid the most, but it's just the same every season. We're talking about refereeing decisions, and it's got worse since they brought VAR. It's actually got worse, not better. It's got so much worse. It really has. I'm sure they weren't talking about decisions like 5, 6 years ago, like they have been like this season and last season. Like if you really want to be strict about it, I remember that season. Was it through 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago? Man City won the league, and there was a game. I think it was Liverpool Man City where Company got a red. It was obviously a red card in the start of the game, and he got away with it. But I do Man City. I'm sorry, I don't care, man. They get away with a lot of decisions. I watch. I'm pretty meticulous with the way I watch football. I watch most games, like most of the big games. Like Sunday is like my day off, really. So I use Sunday normally to watch games, and that tends to be when the big games are on now. But yeah, if Arsenal don't beat Man City in the second half, there's just no justice, man. I really hope. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but my wife's Arsenal, so just to hear me speak. So I do kind of like. I quite like Arsenal, really. I don't. I like Liverpool. I like Liverpool's my team, but I do like Arsenal. I always want to see Arsenal do well, and I just don't like Man United or Man City. But I try to, when I talk about football, I'm objective, and I try not to talk in a bias. And I don't think that's me being. I think you probably have Man City fans that were objective that will probably agree that Man City have got very lucky with decisions in the last 2 years. Man, it's just they are the best team in the world right now, but they have been helped 100%. Like they've definitely been helped along the way. Key decisions. The last two, I'd say 2 or 3 seasons, key decisions have gone their way at certain parts of the season. And for me, I think the season's over already. I really, I'm calling it Man City already. I just can't, like I think Liverpool need to rebuild a bit more. I think they might be back up there, maybe like in a couple of seasons. But yeah, I can't really. I think we're too many points away now. Can't see it in any other way. But yeah, comment your thoughts, guys. And yeah, just so you know, if you're watching Facebook, YouTube, there is a YouTube video we made. We've made quite a few, but there's one I released this morning of the outreach we did at Bury St Edmunds yesterday. That was very successful. And yeah, it's just I love it when I'm part of big outreach. There's a lot of people there. That's what makes me happy, man. Just spreading seeds, sowing seeds. We do in church. We do maybe need to work a little bit with discipleship, but I'll be honest with you guys, just based on my experience, it's not easy to disciple people. It's really not, especially as a newlywed. Like it's not. Sometimes I don't want to be too critical. Sometimes I think maybe churches could do more, but really, like people have got to take responsibility for themselves. Like you don't rely on church to help you. Have your own personal relationship with God. I don't rely on anyone. You want support, obviously. You want a church family, but like ultimately, like you're all responsible for your own walk with God. And if you're watching this live, yeah, you're responsible for your own walk with God, man. So, as I always say, I'd encourage people buy a Bible, read the Bible, and yeah, just if you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you'll understand. Start to look at the character of Jesus. Read John 3. If you get a chance, read John 3. If you want to become born again, read John 3. You'll start to understand it. If you ask God for wisdom to read the Word and everything, read John 3. But the Bible is our source of truth. Just watching the Man City highlights now, man. Just yeah. One weakness for Arsenal, the keeper today. They don't have the usual keeper. He's really been a bit of. They've been lucky not to concede twice, Arsenal. All right, guys, I'm going to watch the second half. So be blessed, be encouraged in Jesus.